Hi everyone, it's me Esther and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about the rioting and the looting that is taking place.
Protests, NYPD saying when night fell, the destruction began. Cameras capturing looters inside this Urban Outfitters at 14th and 6th, moments after not with just their windows shattered, but the contents inside taken. In the daylight, the graffiti could be seen up and down the street. In some cases, the name George Floyd. In other cases, angry messages directed at police. A night of unrest, leaving those tasked with cleaning up to tackle the mess.
What I've come to realize is that the media gets us to focus on the damage that's been done, for example, like with the rioting and the looting, and not really focus on what the problem is. Like, we need to focus on what the problem is because this is getting out of hand.
Media covers white riots versus black protests. Breaking news. Seems like when the protesters are black, the media uses some pretty harsh words.
The bad guys. Lawlessness, looting,
wild animals, criminals, and thugs.
Thugs. Isn't it the right word?
However, if you're white and you're tearing up the city because of a game, you're just young people.
Young people danced on a flipped-over car.
His UK fans did stupid things.
Some maybe got a little out of control.
Seeing a scene like this just shows how passionate the UK fans are.
It's so tough to lose, and unfortunately the ugly side that we sometimes see in sports.
And notice how the police always show up to a black protest in military-grade equipment, and yet the media claims they're just doing nothing.
It's inexplicable why the police are doing nothing.
Let's mobilize the National Guard.
If I'm a riot and I see the police doing nothing, I might feel like I have a license.
You would.
But at white riots, the cops actually are standing around doing nothing.
Another group of cops over there just standing there.
No one was really doing anything.
This thing is happening over and over again, year after year. And it's the same story, like nothing is being done to help people who have been victims of this police brutality, you know? Which is why people are reacting in that way that they are. Like, for example, they're frustrated, you know? They just want answers. They just want justice. Like, is that too much to ask for? I thank God that it's just the looting and the rioting that is taking place, you know? No one has lost their lives. If you take it back to the Tulsa massacre, like the race massacre in 1921, that happened because a white mob attacked a black community and they killed everyone. They shut out the businesses. Like, they literally burned all the businesses to the ground. They burned their homes, all for what? Just because it was a well-off neighborhood. Like, they were jealous because the black people were doing good for themselves. Because obviously they had their businesses, like they had their things going on. They had the whole system set up in place just to cater for the community, and they were not happy about that. So they literally killed almost everyone. They killed so many people. They burned down all their businesses. They burned down their homes. And I'm talking about businesses like they had a school system set in place. They had like a hospital. They had luxury clothes shops, jewelry, taxi company, a bus, you know? Like, they literally had everything, and they were keeping the money in the community. They wanted to do that so that they can develop themselves as a community, you know? But that was taken away from them. They didn't even do anything wrong. So, like, if I'm sitting here watching the news, or like if I'm watching videos on social media, people saying, oh, these thugs, the animals like rooting the place and all that. Look back to where we began. Just because it's a black person doing it now, you're quick to throw a judgment, but look back to where it began. Don't be quick to judge just because you see someone doing something that you don't agree with. Like try find out, like try finding out, try understand what that person might be going through, because there's more to the story, you know, instead of you just quickly judging, oh, they're animals, oh, they're thugs. Come on. It's frustration. It can happen to you one day, you know. White folks are the ones who started this thing, you know, and then you ask yourself, oh, why they're doing this. But the good thing is they're not killing anyone. They are not killing anyone. Like, they're literally just showing their frustration. And all these shops that they've looted and stuff, I'm sure they got insurance. Like, they can actually pay those things back, and those are just materialistic things, you know. It's not equivalent to someone's life, as George Floyd, who was killed, and so many people that have been killed due to this police brutality thing, like all over the world, you know. Enough is enough, people. We need to join together and unite ourselves as a nation and do something about this, because it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. And it shouldn't be like this, you know. We are one race, one human race. No segregation, or you're black, you're white, you're blue, you're yellow. All I'm trying to say is enough is enough, people. Enough is enough. Let's all unite together as one human race that we are, and make a change and make a difference. Because what is the future generation gonna come into, you know, if this thing is still going on the way it is? We need to do something. Like, we really need to do something, because it's getting too much. It's really getting too much. All we're asking for is just justice, so that other people can see that this is not something that is acceptable. Justice, that's it, for human lives. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, you know. I hope you guys look after yourselves and stay blessed, and God bless you. If you like the video, you can like, you can, you know, comment, you can share, and do subscribe as well if you're a new subscriber. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
Yeah!